Come by live stream here tonight. We will be streaming live on X and YouTube simultaneously. I'm your host, Chris, reporting from the beautiful Monastery Mountains. I once again have my friend, co-host, partner, Articulate with me. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Excited. Can't say more. COREUM is on fire, and can't wait to get into all the details tonight.
Yeah, you bet. I got quite an update here tonight. Indeed, might be a long one. If you got to drop out before we're done, that's fine. We'll get to the good stuff fairly close to the start here in the middle for sure, and we'll do what we can to get the message out there. See, we got some friends in the house already. Russell, welcome. Gert, welcome. Bibby's here. Leisure Suit Kitty, welcome. Glad you guys can join us. You can leave your questions in the comments, either on X and YouTube. We'll do our best to get you some answers. It's AMA style. Anything goes. We're just here to hang out, get through some updates, some news, and some exciting new features to talk about. So with that, if you want to learn more about staking on COREUM, DeFi over here, our bridge for the XRPL ledger, our community DAO we're building, our validator, all that can be found through the links at COREUMCommunityDAO.com. And our Discord has plenty of information and people there to help you with anything you might need. Also, if you need to make an appearance on the Superledger podcast, if you're a project developer, validator, whatever the case is, you can reach out through those links there. This weekend, episode 19, I'm proud to say we're going to have the U of Calgary Blockchain Society on, talk about their partnership with COREUM. Very excited to learn about that. And we will have lots to learn from, hopefully, the educational initiatives that COREUM has taken on here. They're also working with some universities in the United States. This one just happens to be fairly close to me, so I will be keeping a close eye on that and report as much as I can from Canada. All right, we will check in with the markets. Total crypto market cap currently at 2.56 trillion. Not too much going on there. Gold has taken off again, $2,233, new all-time high there. Silver trading at $24.97, up for some upwards movement there. And the DXY still trending higher at 104.620. COREUM is trading at 15.456. I'm not a TA guy, but I'm just watching this trend line that's been established here going back to December. Just something to keep an eye on there. Sologenic trading at just above 15 cents. A little bit of downwards pressure here of late. Omniflix, same story there, trading at 17.4 cents. And XRP trading somewhat sideways here for last week and at 62.060. And Bitcoin, $70,448 as we get closer to the halving. Heading over to the SARA pools, you can see we have 1.3 million total liquidity provided on their 24-hour volume at just under $250,000. Nice to see that. And our new pool that has joined us here recently, XRP Solo, is doing quite nice. You can see that we have just over 20,000 Solo and 5,000 XRP in that pool. Nice to see that growing as quick as it has. And we will check in on the proposals to see what we have here. We do, in fact, have some new proposals to discuss. A-0031 That is to adjust the pool rewards to reflect Sologenic is in the mix here now. Just adjusting those currently. Wow, we got what do you make of that? We got 86.29 yes and 13.7.1 no. That's 100% with an 8% turnout.
Yes, I find it interesting. Probably the numbers are not reflective of how people feel, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering if there's a glitch in reporting of that, because that's like 100% of turnout, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I see. 82% of the ones of the 8%. I got it. I got you. That's my bad. So that's looking all right. We need a better turnout for that though. And then we have here a new proposal A-0032. Solo SARA pair and reward allocation. Proposal seeks to establish liquidity pool for Solo SARA tokens to facilitate smoother transactions, improve liquidity, support price stability. I wish everybody needs to get together and put all these together. You know, we could have Solo
Yeah.
SARA, Solo XRP. We still need a Solo COREUM in my mind.
Yeah, so that's going to be another proposal.
Yeah, we got to get together, community. Let's work this out. Come to COREUM Community DAO Discord and let's exchange some ideas and go in on some of these proposals together and be a little bit more efficient. But hey, just the same, good to see that getting some interest here. There's more interest in that one, 9.7% turnout so far, so that's good to see. And the other new feature that is here since our last view is the bridge to the XRPL is now available through the Pulsar interface. Here you can see you can connect your wallets. I haven't used it from here yet. I'll do a separate show on that. We're not going to dive into that at the moment, but good to see. Here we go. Some XRPL assets, some IBC assets, some USDT, some USDC. That's fantastic. Have you used this one yet, Articulate?
Yeah, I played around with it recently to just see how it works. It was interesting because I think some of the trend when you're converting stuff, few of them are two steps. So like if you're taking something from the XRP ledger, you have to convert it to, like if you say you want to go to IBC from XRP ledger, you have to convert it to COREUM first, and then from COREUM to the IBC network you choose. So yeah, just learning more, and it's very smooth, fairly fast. I think that is something that is one of a kind, and I'm glad it's COREUM that's doing this. So great to see.
Right on. Yeah, I'll do a separate short video on that, do a demonstration through that like I did with the Sologenic interface, and give a run through. I shared that a little earlier with Gert, in fact. All right, we'll continue on. Heading over to Smart Stake Analytics, checking in with COREUM validators and network. Total stake COREUM 314,271,000, representing 55.2% of the circulating supply. You can see there's still a large amount of COREUM being undelegated right now, 3.6 million. So we're keeping our eyes on that. Current APY of about 25%. And you can see COREUM Community DAO still in 29th in voting power with 3.6 million tokens locked up, representing 1.17% of the voting power. 3% commission, 100% of which goes back to the community treasury to distribute to initiatives in the COREUM Community DAO, and 265 unique delegators. And I thank each and every one of you for participating in our DAO. Heading over to IBC network, volume still fairly low, 80,000 in the last 24 hours. You can see the trading volume still under 500,000 in that 24-hour period overall. Market cap 87 million for COREUM at this price of 15.2 or 0.3 cents. And unique delegators did finally cross that 6,500 mark. Slow and steady grind there. Checking in with XRP scan. Good to see. You can see we got the countdown on for the AMM fixes that are required. And the ETA, I think, is April 11th if everything continues on as planned. So record time for this to be corrected and meeting the threshold required to pass it. So good to see the contributions there. I think it'll benefit everybody to get the AMM up and running properly. Actually, and while we're here, we can take a look at what's going on here. You can see there's still 65,000 XRP in the USDC XRP pool. Sologenic XRP pool still fairly high. Until these fixes are corrected. All right, and before we dive into that, I see we got some questions. Gert says, where can we see the rewards for the SARA staking? As far as I know, there's no update on that. Articulate, have you heard anything?
No, I had a reward. I had replied to him in the comments. You will see the rewards right below your staking amount where you stake on SARA, but it's zero still, as we have not came to any conclusion on what the rewards will be. We still have to vote when that proposal comes out. So that there's no movement on that as yet. So there's no amount. You'll see where the rewards will come from in terms of the different segments in what they categorize. I think, let me see, hold on. Oh, look at this. Guys, we're doing this live. So the Medium article just got posted by SARA on their Medium page about the rewards for staking.
Oh, is that right?
On
Nice.
SARA. Yeah, so we can actually probably browse through that right now. So to answer your question, Gert, we'll pull that up. Let me pull that up. Hold on.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's
yeah, I'm gonna grab it. Sweet.
right on. Well, there you go. You've summoned the Pulsera news there, Gert. We appreciate it. We're getting this out live, about as fresh as you can. So that's good to see.
They actually answered the question for you. So hold on, let me get the screen. Is it okay if I go ahead and share?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Share screen. Okay, here we go.
Joining us, feel free to answer or ask any questions in the comments, either on X or YouTube. We will get you the answers best we can. In this case, Gert was just asking us here, where can we see the rewards for the SARA staking? And here we are with the answer just released by Pulsera. Articulate, go ahead.
All right, so this came out, as you can see, just now. It's a 3-minute read on SARA's Medium page. It says staking rewards update about the distribution. So we are thrilled to bring you an update, important update regarding the distribution of staking rewards within our ecosystem. The journey of our platform is paved with innovation and the active participation of our community members who have shown tremendous support and belief in our vision. As a gesture of our appreciation and commitment to rewarding your trust, We are now at the pivotal moment where we're set to distribute the staking rewards that many of you have eagerly been anticipating. 1. Transitioning collected fees to SARA. First and foremost, it's crucial for everyone to understand the mechanics behind the staking rewards. Our primary goal is to reward the community members in SARA, the lifeblood of the Pulsara ecosystem. To facilitate this, all collected fees within our platform are converted into SARA using the existing pairs in the DAX. This process is seamlessly handled by our smart contracts. Designed to automatically swap the collected fees into SARA, this automation not only ensures efficiency but also maintains transparency and trust in how rewards are prepared for distribution. Soon after fees have been swapped into SARA, you'll be able to see all them in distribution on the staking page of the DAX. That means that this is the amount that we will use to calculate allocations. So based upon the percentage that you have in the staking, you will see the full amount of SARA in the distribution part on the DAX, which is going to be distributed to everyone depending on their percentages. Calculating staking power and reward allocation. Our approach to allocating staking rewards is both fair and calculated, aiming to honor the commitment of our long-term supporters. The allocation of SARA rewards is determined by calculating each user's staking power over time, with this calculation being performed on a weekly basis. This method ensures that the rewards are distributed in a manner that truly reflects the duration and extent of each user's participation in staking. By calculating staking power over time, we're able to accurately determine the proper amount of SARA that each user is entitled to. The system is our way of recognizing the rewarding our users who have been staking with us for longer periods, ensuring that their loyalty and support are duly rewarded. Executing the distribution and claiming your SARA. Here we go, Gert. Upon the completion of the reward calculation, the next step is the execution of the distribution contract. This crucial phase marks the moment when the calculated rewards are officially distributed to eligible participants. Following the execution, you will be able to claim your allocated SARA directly from the staking page. Important, we will make an announcement when the distribution has started. Stay tuned to our socials. The claim process is designed to be straightforward, allowing you to easily access and claim your rewards. This step represents the combination of the staking rewards distribution process, directly putting the rewards you have earned in your hands. In conclusion, the distribution of staking rewards is a testament to our commitment to the community and our shared vision for the future. We're incredibly excited to reach this milestone together to see our community members benefit from their participation and support. We want to thank you for continued support and belief in Pulsara. This update marks just one of the many steps we're taking together towards building a more rewarding and inclusive ecosystem. Should you have any questions or require assistance during the claim process, our team is here to support you in every step of the way. So that's the freshest you can get, Gert, in terms of answering your question.
Yeah, no kidding. Great timing. Thanks for sharing that. Great catch. And good to see. That's going to make a lot of people happy. And important to note, I do get asked this a lot. When you are participating in Pulsara, your snapshot tokens are secure. That's attached to your wallet on chain and good for the snapshot. You don't have to remove them from liquidity pools or staking to participate as long as it's on the Pulsara platform.
Yes.
I think it's the 17th of April, the snapshot's coming up again for the second distribution.
Yeah, around there, the 17th to 18th, I believe.
Yeah. Right on. I see Marco's joined us. Welcome. Safe travels. Marco's on the road today. Good to see you can join us. All right, we will get back to. Is that all you had to share, articulate
Yes,
before
yes,
I
yes.
jump back on there?
Thank
Right
you.
on.
Yes.
That couldn't have timed out any better at all. All right, so what I wanted to get into here is just a reminder. Bob Ross shared this here the other day. Call for devs. Time to develop your XRPL projects on COREUM and unlock limited DeFi potential. Let your tokens flow across 100 plus chains via IBC. COREUM Foundation is launching a dedicated grant fund exclusively for Cosmos and XRPL developers and project. Stay tuned. And we'll take a look a little bit more at that when we go through their new website here shortly. Earlier today, COREUM official hosted a workshop on YouTube that you can go watch, and it completely explains the XRPL COREUM bridge. I was not able to attend today, but it is available for replay on YouTube anytime. Encourage everybody to check it out to get to understand that better. Articulate, were you able to attend that today?
Yes, I was there. It was very informative. They walked through and explained, the bridge in totality. It was great to see the breakdown of how how it works, and they went through from the technical side and also the user side from what we see and are able to use on Sologenic. And it was very good to see it in action, and how they explained how it works, and I got a lot from it, even though I've used it before. So the one of the things that came up is that moving forward, I think some of these tutorials and workshops are going to be included in the documentation for these like tech pieces. So as they bridge is being sent out, or the documents are available, they're going to put the tutorials in them, the workshops in the documentation as well. So if you're a developer and you want to utilize the technology, you'll have the workshop right there in the docs with you. So I think that was a good takeaway.
Nice. Yeah, and I had a quick look. I didn't even go through all of it yet, but the new website contains a ton of valuable info there, and we're going to take a look at that here shortly. ASM Future posted this here today. Some more positive news for SARA. Deposits seem to be working. Successful deposit of SARA to Bitrue. So the community proposed several weeks ago to fund the cost of the Bitrue listing. And here we are. It has been done. And SARA is officially on Bitrue. So that's very good to see. I haven't been over to the exchange to actually see if it's trading on there and to what
No,
amount.
well, not yet. I think there. What I noticed with listings is that you'll be able to deposit it into the platform before, like maybe a few days before they actually list it. But you won't be able to withdraw it until maybe a day after or so after listing. So once you see the deposits are open, that means it's not far off from the listing itself when it will go live.
I see. Gotcha. And obviously it'll depend on the activity, So for those of you that utilize Bitrue, keep your eyes on that and support what you can there. Some more positive news for COREUM this week is now live on Mazari data aggregator. So that's good news. You can keep track of your crypto assets, token prices, and analytics all in one central hub. I haven't used this myself, but taking a look at it here. Nice clean page. I'm just looking at it now for the first time here. You can see the last high was March 13th. So yeah, here's your exchanges. So good to see another tool. Any those of you that are using Mazara, I'd be happy to see that COREUM is now there. All right. Well, this is the moment I've been waiting for today. I've only had a chance to peek at it little bits here and there. A lot of exciting things that they did speak to it today. Some of it on the Solo Nation podcast. But we'll dive into it here from COREUM Official. Today it says new year, new site. 17 million blocks later, the COREUM site has been revamped with a new design and powerful resources, including a developer's playground and the community hub. Cheers to an epic first year, and let's keep building. For those of you that haven't caught the episode 18 of the podcast, last week we celebrated the 1 year of COREUM mainnet, and Reza and Elwin joined us and provided great information. We all had a chance to celebrate and discuss the journey that we've had to get here and what lies ahead. And there was some very exciting things laid out there. We'll get into some of those here tonight. So as you can see here, they've cleaned up the website, the world's first super ledger, enterprise grade blockchain solutions with smart tokens. You can start building, explore use cases. You can see here the COREUM use cases, tokenized real world assets, ISO 222 messaging, neobanking, soulbound credentials, gaming economies, CBDC, and stable coins. It's built to scale. COREUM is an enterprise-grade blockchain designed to meet critical scalability, security, and interoperability needs of large enterprises, featuring intelligent smart tokens with built-in business logic. Its robust capabilities make it suitable for ventures of any size. And here's an introduction to smart tokens. We've gone through this in the past. We won't dive into that here in detail today. Cross-chain transactions with global standards. Move smart assets swiftly across multiple chains using the IBC protocol and COREUM's native bridge to the XRP ledger. Global financial compliance. COREUM was built to be compatible with ISO 222 messaging from the protocol level. Experiment with cross-border financial messaging in a test environment below. So that's a link to the simulator. If you haven't used that, I suggest you do. Interesting fact I learned when Reza was on the podcast here last week was that as fast as the transaction takes for a real time gross settlement transaction, it's actually slowed down on this simulator to give the user time to see how that transaction progresses through from start to finish. So the actual transaction in real world use is actually faster than what you see on this simulator. So that was interesting to learn. Instant finality. Using bonded proof of stake consensus algorithm, COREUM can process up to 7,000 transactions per second while remaining decentralized through a growing network of validators since mainnet launch March 2023. See 13 million transactions, average block time of 1.8 seconds, 64 validators. COREUM Community DAO is proud to be one of those.
Nice and clean, right? The website upgrade, I'm loving it.
Yeah, exactly. And there's lots of gems you want to dive in deep, but I'm going to jump to one of the things I'm most excited about here. You can see under the community tab, they have community. You can discover local events and initiatives, accelerator program. That's going to be great to see coming on board. University programs. As I mentioned, we're going to have U of Calgary Blockchain Society on the podcast this weekend. Talk a little bit about that. Press and media and the contacts. So let's jump into the community. COREUM's community driven. It's got their stats. And then here you have open source knowledge. The following are a few of the community's featured initiatives. These are voluntary projects, not directly sponsored by the foundation. Much to my surprise, what do we see here? We have Zen Lounge, COREUM Punk, myself, COREUM Concepts, and Solar Nation Music Club. So it's quite an honor to be on COREUM's website. It took me by surprise indeed. All the links to everything right here. This here's a link to the COREUM Community DAO website, my Discord, and YouTube, obviously. So great hub of resources they're building here. Quite an honor to be on here with COREUM Concepts and COREUM Punk's team, and amongst the likes of Zen Lounge, COREUM, and Solar Nation Music Club. That's a sign, a collection of a very powerful community right there. So pleased to be there, and really look forward to filling up these slots with more.
Chris, I think there's something bleeding through some music.
Really? Don't have any.
I don't know if it's scroll down. Maybe it's the YouTube videos they have on the website.
Oh,
yeah, you could mute. Yeah. So that's something we gotta point out.
Yeah.
You could maybe pause it.
Hey guys, this is Giovanni from COREUM, and I'm here with
Okay, I will just jump off of that.
So Drama is
so this wants to come.
So for the next, well, we actually do have a clear roadmap, and
there we go.
I think one of the biggest features we're working on right now.
How do you like
there we go. Yeah, that caught me earlier. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, actually,
all right.
You know what I'm
save
liking
out
about
there.
I think it's still going.
Still going?
Yeah, I think multiple of them plays at the same time.
I should
So you may have to pause each video at the bottom.
So obviously you have moves. So yeah, and these still good. What's special about
and yeah, just was like zoom out
right.
with the current
There you go,
player
Corey. You got a glitch. You got a
all
glitch.
of this kicked off. So we had
But at least it's
press
on the
summer
website, not the
2020,
blockchain.
started using YFI, Aave,
How we doing? Did we catch it there?
No, something is still playing.
Then all of a sudden we ran into
Really?
stability problems, which is why so many alternative player ones popped up, such as B&B, and then we had this decentralized,
And that is what all the the whole infrastructure
All right.
for the
We out of it
traditional
there
finance
now?
is built on. So we're taking that to the blockchain, and I'm not saying we're the first ones doing it. XRP Ledger has a DEX that's already doing it, but COREUM's DEX is going to do that. COREUM's DEX is going to have this capability where you can tokenize anything. You can
this is the
trading. You can buy
that
it,
video
you can
just
sell it
started in the
at the
middle
same
now.
time. You can connect it with different AMMs and liquidity pools. And I think.
Okay, so yeah, I can't hear any audio of those things coming through.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. You have to figure out how I can catch that. All right, so we're all good. Can hear Reza now. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't want to dare go back to the website at this point, but there's lots to unpack there. I encourage you to go check it out. Hit through all those tabs and see what they built. I will maybe try and break it down into smaller pieces, and we'll try and get the message out to the COREUM team that I got to get the autoplay off those videos at the bottom. Yeah, that caught me earlier today. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's something to look out for, because doing a broadcast like now, it could throw things off a little.
All right. Well, we'll jump to this. Articulate posted this here. Key milestones on the 2024-2025 COREUM roadmap, which I was hoping to get to. Do I dare go back and try? Articulate, do you want to maybe?
Yeah, I could try, because it doesn't play on my end. I'm not sure if it's just a browser thing. So I could pull up the COREUM website.
Okay, yeah, if you want to pull it up, because yeah, I'd really like to go through the roadmap if we could. This is a great capture of it, but see if we can get it.
I actually shared that just before they posted that they upgraded the website. I didn't even know they were doing that.
I know.
All right, so we're on the community tab. So yeah, this is what you were getting to earlier. Open source knowledge. Yeah, you could don't know if you had anything specific you wanted to share.
Yeah, no, covered that. I was just happy to see that. It's quite the honor to be there. That's put a big smile on my face there for sure. And we got 3 more slots. Like to get those filled up. So community, it's up to us. It's a community project. We can harp on them all we want about what we think their marketing should do. It's our project to build on, to speak on, to share. So if you got something to contribute, get yourself on this page. It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun getting here. Met a lot of great people, and all of them on this page. I'm happy to say I've met and really value their contributions to the ecosystem. It's what it's all about, community blockchain. So great page, and it's great of COREUM to acknowledge the community like that. I thought that was very powerful.
Yeah, it's exciting to see, all the links, socials and website included. So you could access these communities right from COREUM's COREUM.com. That's huge to me. And that shows that their initiative to be community driven is at the center of, how they're going about things, and, really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know if you want to just poke around at your leisure. I'd like to for sure get to the roadmap. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So let's get there. Here we go. And here's the new updated roadmap. It starts with this month, March 2024, and you can see how they line out the initiatives they have for the rest of the year, going into Q2, Q3, Q4. The bridge, we already launched that, functional, working. Open source token hub. I'm looking forward to that in April 2024, which is April starts in the next few days. Excited to see that is something that is coming. Developer playground updates. So you'll be able to direct smart contract querying, testing, and execution with AI Copilot support. And it's good to also see COREUM integrating AI into their builds as you build these, experiences for the users, the apps and dApps, having AI to help guide that can get it to market quicker. So I think that is a great thing in terms of the development part of things. Asset tokenization clawback that should be expected in May 2024. So smart tokens to support clawback policies as an added feature, which I think in some cases is going to be necessary. So especially, onboarding institutions and stuff, they'll probably feel more safer with features like that. Smart token extensions, ability to extend customizable native logic using smart contracts. That's expected in June 2024. And as Reza detailed on the podcast last week, he was saying that they're looking to add more functionality, so you can wrap smart contracts onto the smart token to give it more logic. And I think that is going to be huge for some use cases in the future. Native DEX, he did say that this is one of the main focus for this year, so that's expected in July. Order submission, trading engine, synthetic order book. So he did say that with the DEX, they're looking to have it give it functionality to tokenize any asset, trade that tokenized asset, and also add it to AMM and other liquidity pools. So that I think is going to be huge. Asset tokenization gateway. I know Sologenic has been speaking about this in the past, and this is on the COREUM's roadmap, Q3 2024, tokenized securities marketplace with Sologenic. I don't know if you guys realize, but that is a huge, huge deal.
Yeah, and we've been hearing about Sologenic V2
yes.
of late also.
Yes, so I think that is a huge deal. That's in Q3. Tokenized securities marketplace. So one of the updates we did get from Fabio and L1 today on the Solar Nation space is that they're in talks with 2 separate companies, brokers for the broker-dealer license, and they're at the final stages. So to have this on their roadmap in Q3, that means that they're almost ready to go. So this is something to look out for. And then they're going to also add advanced DEX features. And what Reza was saying is that their DEX is going to be a sophisticated one. So it's going to be something that doesn't exist in the current marketplace with DEXs. They, took, from existing technology, especially what XRP Ledger offers, and they improved on it and, made it something to write home about. So looking forward to the launch of it and also the advanced features that should be expected in Q4 2024. So great to see there.
Yeah, he had he had a great description of the DEX and what they plan on doing there. And like you said, it's definitely their next priority. And he did a great job explaining why to him it's important that it's a traditional order book style DEX. So if you want to hear that, go check out the replay of the Superledger podcast here on the March 24th, episode 18. Lots of great information in there, but that's just part of it for sure.
Yes, so great to see that the website and also the roadmap, because I know a few people have been asking about the roadmap. And one thing I don't think that was there, but Reza mentioned and I had put out in that tweet is the private side chains for institutions. So they're going to be working with a partner to do a community development piece where they're going to be implementing those features on COREUM to run parallel to COREUM blockchain to offer institutions the ability to build ZK rollups as private sidechains for their use cases. So that is another huge piece to look out for. He did say it's within the next 12 months. So even though it's not on the this year's roadmap for right now, it is expected within the next 12 months. So by March next year, we should have something rolling with that. So I'm excited about that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, look at a lot of these things on this roadmap. They're in like the next few months.
Yeah.
The other thing that's come out is I think in the next week, the Wave 3 grantees are going to be announced. They alluded to some of the caliber of those on the Solar Nation podcast today. So yeah, a lot of great things to look forward to as we were talking about last weekend, looking ahead. It's we're a year in, but at the same time, we're just getting started here.
Yeah, and one thing they did mention today, which is not listed on their website as yet, is the opportunity for ambassadorship with COREUM. So they're looking to onboard ambassadors into COREUM's ecosystem, officially under COREUM's banner, where they're going to be opening that up. I think he said within the next 2 weeks. So look out for word on that from COREUM, where you're going to be able to apply to become a brand ambassador for COREUM, not just the student ambassadorship, which they currently have, but a brand ambassador. And I think that is going to be a huge win for community engagement as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They also have an accelerator program for projects people wanting to build on COREUM. It's going to get the community involved as far as funding. So it's kind of another angle outside of the grant applications in themselves. And there is a link to the grants on the website too.
Yes, yes. So yeah, you guys feel free to check out the new website. It's very educational. There's a lot of key pieces there. They have information about the bridge right on the website. They have the technical docs, everything that you'll need to learn about COREUM, what they're doing now, what their next steps are. So happy to see that coming out today.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
They definitely have ramped up the communication lately. There's no doubt about that. Nobody can deny them that. They are certainly getting information out there. We're doing our best to share it. I'm going to thank everybody that's joined us here tonight again on X and on YouTube. We're doing these live streams fairly often. They're working out pretty good around this time slot. I think it provides a lot of value. Definitely another way to approach the goings on in the markets and the ecosystems. There's just so much to cover. These are powerful and huge networks that have all just become interoperable. The XRP ledger and the two-way bridge with COREUM has now enabled IBC over 100 chains to flow all the way through, back and forth. COREUM's right in the middle of that. It's a great place to be, and we're going to do our best to get that information out there. Our Discord is trying to be a hub of value and resources for that. You can head to COREUMCommunityDAO.com to get links to all of that there. We got members from IBC ecosystem in there helping onboard those into the Cosmos ecosystem, can help those that are just learning how to stake and what that's all about and the precautions you must know. And same with DeFi. If you haven't learned much about it, definitely don't participate until you've got yourself educated in what you're getting involved with. And that's what we're here to do, is provide help, education, and resources. Reach out if you need some of that. And same thing here for tonight. Anything goes. We're just hanging out, answering questions, having a good time, celebrating some new developments here. So if there's anything you want to touch on, just give us a comment or a question. Like and share the video here for us, get the message out. And we really appreciate the growth and the support we've had from the community on these. It's been turning out really well.
Most definitely. Good to see the engagement, and both on Twitter, X, and also YouTube. People is they're chiming in and they're tuning in and watching. So I think just based on what COREUM has been doing lately, and also between what we're doing, getting the news and the updates out there, I think people are paying attention, and I think a lot more people are from other communities are joining on and turning up to listen and to participate in the discussion, which is encouraging and also beneficial overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I forget, we got a few more things to dive into, but
yes,
we forgot to mention it at the beginning. NFT NYC coming up. You're just days away, aren't you? You want to share that? I see you had a promotion out there today.
Yes. So NFT NYC in a few days, and I'm very excited to be there this year again. Lots of things that comes with that. I just also signed up for they're doing an offer for all the speakers to be interviewed by Attention.live, and that's a Web3 platform that uses AI technology. So you do your media interview, and they send you the interview in an NFT format right to your wallet immediately after, and then share it on all the socials, including NFT NYC. So looking forward to get the word COREUM out there, what we're doing at the COREUM Community DAO. and also speaking about branding with NFTs and what that looks like, with especially what we're talking about today with COREUM, bringing more advanced capabilities to the smart token we experience today, and also the DEX features coming natively. And, those are things that will help to enhance the NFT experience and tokenization experience across the board. So those are some of the things I look very eager to speak on and touch on in New York in a few days.
Man, and the buzz around that is certainly growing. I'm hearing more and more about it. I wish I could be there to check out your presentation, but I look forward to getting a replay of that. Hoping somebody will be sharing it.
Yeah, it was wild because I also got, every year they have this Excel spreadsheet of people who take note of all the side events that happen, and today I got that list, and it was close to just 200 side events. Not even the conferences or the talks. It's just side events that's happening around New York for those few days. So it's a thing that brings a lot of excitement to the city every year, and a lot of people get involved. Some of these things you don't necessarily have to be a ticket holder at NFT NYC to go to these side events, but some of them are put on by the blockchains themselves, like Cardano, AVAX, Yuga Labs. A lot of these brands are having a lot of side events, and you could just be in the city and be interested in NFTs and just go and attend and learn and network and meet some of these minds in the space, which is very exciting.
Yeah, that's great, man. Great. And I couldn't think of a better person to represent COREUM and COREUM Community DAO at that event. So yeah, very excited. It's gonna be great.
Thank you.
Great to see.
Thank you.
And Sharon, yeah, another one of your posts here today, key milestones in the COREUM roadmap. We did talk about some of these things going through the roadmap there. Little clip, we're going to see if we can get this to play with Reza on the podcast here this past weekend. Let him describe this for you.
If I may, Reza, quick question. After having a successful year on mainnet so far for COREUM,
or I don't hear audio.
What do you look forward to the most in the next 12 months with COREUM? Yeah, it is playing. To come?
Okay, I just don't hear it on mine.
Okay.
So for the next, well, we actually do have a clear roadmap, and I think one of the biggest features we're working on right now is the DEX. So it's going to be our DEX is going to be a very sophisticated and unique DEX, because we are coming from sort of the XRP ledger background, and we've seen order book DEX and how AMM could benefit that. But at the same time, I personally am one of the biggest fans of traditional order book DEXs. Like, I think order books are what is important for in an open market. Imagine for a tokenized economy, tokenized world, you can't really have, AMM. If you've seen AMMs, you usually see like big pools of tokens with AMMs. But imagine a world that you can actually offer any token, anything that you have tokenized, and you just put it up for sale on the DEX without having to put liquidity for the other side. And that's actually a really big thing. And that is what all the the whole infrastructure for the traditional finance is built on. So we're taking that to the blockchain, and I'm not saying we're the first ones doing it. XRP Ledger has a DEX that's already doing it, but COREUM's DEX is going to do that. COREUM's DEX is going to have this capability where you can tokenize anything, you can put it up for trading, you can buy it, you can sell it. At the same time, you can connect it with different AMMs and liquidity pools. And I think the DEX is one of the biggest features. Other than the DEX, the next phase of smart tokens is coming up. And this phase specifically, it focuses around, smart contract wrapping. So you can actually attach more logic to a smart token, which is very important. And, what we've been trying to achieve from the very first day. And that's what is going to be done within the next couple of months. Other than that, we have other things like more bridges, more functionality such as stake restaking, and as well as we're in talks with a great partner who is going to be collaborating to do a community development for ZK rollups, and I believe that's going to be really good and beneficial for enterprise use cases where you can have sort of private channels or chains running in parallel as side chains to COREUM that can transact the way they like. And I think that's one of the most important things that's going to happen to COREUM, because when we say enterprise, one thing we want to emphasize is that it's an enterprise blockchain while it's public, because you have Hyperledger Fabric, you have a couple of different enterprise sort of layer level blockchains where that enterprise or organization needs to deploy it internally, which I think it's no longer a blockchain when you deploy it within the organizational scope. It's only decentralized when it's applied in a decentralized scope, as in terms of public infrastructure. So we're trying to bring that to the chain, and the ISO is one of the things that we've worked on to make sure enterprises are attracted to the chain. So we actually realized that when we were in touch with a couple of different enterprise users and use cases where they wanted to use the ISO, but the privacy was a concern. So that would resolve the privacy concerns. The ZK rollups would address that problem. And so that's one other thing that we're going to be working in 2024.
All right. Well, powerful clip. I unfortunately couldn't hear that, but I didn't want to mess with the audio settings while that was playing and disturb it for everybody there. But I encourage you to check out that podcast last week. Tons of great information in there.
Yes.
And a lot to learn, a lot to look forward to.
It's always great when Reza stops by.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's always a ton of value when he stops in, and certainly didn't disappoint this time either.
And one of the things he did harp on was the fact that in building the bridges that they speak of, we're going to be building more bridges. Everything is built in-house by the team. So that's more confidence in to see what they've done with the XRP ledger, and looking forward to what they'll do with other ledgers. I think that they're developing groundbreaking technology that is not found anywhere else, and I'm happy with that, because it works, it's seamless, and it's setting the bar for what blockchain and the experience should be.
Exactly, and the thing that's overlooked, I think, by many is they did this without requiring any amendments on the XRPL.
Yes.
They just built this tech utilizing the XRPL as it was. And I was looking at what Persist is doing there, and they're using the 32 multi-sig, same idea, but they're relying on that cross-chain bridge amendment to go through. That's still sitting at 13 votes. So, and I'm sure it'll get there, but the point is what they did, and Reza said it in one of his earlier appearances on the podcast, that that's one of the most amazing projects that they built. You know, like he looked at it as more revolutionary than the COREUM blockchain itself, right? So
Yeah.
that's a powerful statement for considering what COREUM's doing and building for that to be their big focus and such a success. You know, it's launched, it's working, you know, amazing, and it's really great to see. And yeah, so then it leaves you to wonder, you know, as teased on previous website versions, and you know, there's a Lana symbol there, talk of Bitcoin, you know, so be interesting to see where they bridge to next, and where that takes us, you know. But you know, the IBC in itself is, I mean, in one way or the other, we're damn near interconnected with everything already. It's just a matter of cleaning it all up.
Yes, fine tuning and building the UI for it. But yeah, we're pretty much there with most of the connections we need. I think with the Bitcoin, once maybe Babylon goes live on IBC, that would be a huge piece to bring in Bitcoin to IBC. And once you see a link from COREUM to build Babylon, I think that's going to be something to look out for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just trying to pull something up here from Reza's page that he addressed. That video that clip of Reza we played, was there anything you wanted to touch on with that? That we haven't. I unfortunately couldn't hear it, so it didn't bring back any questions to me. I listened to it as a powerful clip that you shared there, so I just wanted to get that out to the community.
Not necessarily, because I did take time to type out the points from the clip itself, so that the words there are pretty much representative of what he spoke to in some of these exact words as well. So I'm happy that he was able to share that with us, but just before they put it on the official website. But things to look forward to, you know, and very powerful implementations, you know, in the next few months, ending the year. Especially with that asset tokenization gateway, that is something to look forward to. That means that the Solargenic test that they've been doing for the past few years, allowing you to tokenize stocks on the stock market, they're basically saying it's going live in Q3. So look out for that. That is going to be a huge game-changing launch this year.
Absolutely. And here we go. This is what I was looking for here. So a while back, he posted, this was back February 21st. It says, what feature would you be most excited to see on the COREUM blockchain? Native order book DEX, liquid staking, ZK rollup, and more bridges. So more bridges actually won that poll by having 35.9%. Liquid staking was in second at 32.9%. And then you had a native order book DEX at 17.8% and ZK rollups 13.4%. So he did say last week on the show that they're actually currently working on all of these at the moment.
Yes. Very exciting.
So, yeah. Big focus on the DEX. And, you know, I don't think as many people are excited about it that maybe should be. You know, look at the XRP ledger too. You know, look at how little the DEX was actually used until Solargenic gave it a good interface. You know, so now we're the opposite situation here in the COREUM network. We already have Pulsera, Whelp's about to launch their projects. So everybody's just like, well, you know, what's so exciting about the DEX? Well, just go listen to what Reza has to say about the DEX, and you can see that there's going to be a very good use case for it. I have no doubt, and it's no different than the XRP ledger, right? Like if the native order book DEX, all those assets and liquidity are in one pool, and it just you know makes for easier aggregation of liquidity. So it's not all fragmented amongst all these other DEXs, basically. So That's how I understand it. It's just part of it. I mean, that's just one of the benefits of it. It's certainly not the main features or anything, but this is their next thing they're working on, building bridges at the same time, no doubt. The zero knowledge roll-ups, that's huge for institutions. He explained like those transactions can be done privately. They can be done on a side chain privately, and a ZK roll-up enables that technology. So that's just going to help attract institutional. As we talked about, the clawback feature is going to be on. It's not too far down the road on the roadmap there, so you can see they're definitely going after that institutional market, and that is great to see.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is something that surfaced here this week. I have talked to the team here at Core Pulse, have a little bit of update on to maybe add to what they put out here already. But this surfaced on X this week. A new blockchain explorer coming to COREUM mainnet. View all blocks, transactions, validators, assets, and proposals on COREUM blockchain. You can see NFT Evolutions is involved in this. And you can see here, the development of the Core Pulse Explorer is dedicated to enhancing the experience of the COREUM community. We aim to create a comprehensive blockchain explorer to support individuals and project owners involved in building on COREUM. As we continue our development efforts, receiving feedback from community is vital. Your insights regarding desired platform features are invaluable to us. Please share your thoughts on the features you anticipate and believe would enhance the experience for all users. So I encourage you guys to get your ideas out there. This sounds like it's a powerful tool in the making. And like all things, the more we contribute as a community, the better it will be. So head over to Core Pulse, give them a follow, and give your suggestions and ideas there. I did speak to them. I'm just pulling it up here. And
great to see all the new projects launching, and they're about to announce the great Web3 grantees. It's a powerful moment in COREUM's history, very defining, to say the least.
Absolutely. So, okay, I have a current list of planned features. It's not an exhaustive and may vary depending on development. But what they've given me here is real-time monitoring, tracks and displays transactions, blocks, and activities in the COREUM network instantly. Advanced analytics offers in-depth insights, charts, and statistics to give users a fuller understanding of the dynamics. NFT viewer allows users to view NFTs. Airdrop functionality. Personal profiles. You can create and manage your profile within the Explorer. Transaction capabilities. You can perform transactions within the COREUM network. So I think that's like our COREUM community DAO token. That's why we're haven't distributed any. We need the tools to distribute that on a large scale to multiple wallets at once. So I'm told that will be part of this platform.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. And advertising, provide options to advertise within the Explorer. Validator information and performance data. Soulbound token minting. So you can mint those tokens representing virtual or real world assets. It's going to have the CSV tax data extraction. So that's key. Definitely got to keep up on your taxes. You definitely know that the man is watching everything on these networks. I have no doubt. And then it says we anticipate version 1 to be ready in just a few weeks, and additional functions will be rolled out in stages with continued development and expansion. So that is very exciting to see, a long overdue, much needed tool, and I look forward to integrating it in with the program here as it becomes available. And to continue on with that, like I said, NFT Evolutions is behind that project. They also had another announcement here. Core Heroes is going to be having its second generation coming to COREUM mainnet, and looks like they're about to launch on bids on COREUM also when it goes live. So eyes on that. And COREUM Punks also will be launching on bids.com. And Marco just shared this evening before the show. Just received my proof of attendance NFT from the LA meetup hosted by Zen Lounge. It was an incredible event and experience, connecting with like-minded individuals and exploring the world of COREUM. Could not agree more. Spent a good part of the evening with Marco at the COREUM Punks booth. It was a great time. And here is that proof of attendance soulbound token from COREUM Punks. That looks awesome. The genie is in LA.
It's not on the screen, Chris.
Oh, I didn't share that. Oh no, terrible. There it is. There it is. My bad. There we go. So there's a genie in LA. This NFT is proof of your attendance and interaction at the COREUM Punks booth at the Zen Lounge LA event. It entitles you to one free COREUM Punks mint on the bids.com marketplace once it's live. So congrats to everybody there that got those. I'll definitely be checking my wallet now to see if I got mine. All right, and I expect to be hearing from Patrick and Henry soon. We've been given some very exciting news on some things that lie ahead with them, and he says here there will be additional value for our valued FBZs with our upcoming outbid campaign, and that is going to involve Astrovault and Archway. It looks like is tagged in there, so that is great to see. They are doing some moves here into the IBC ecosystem, and we mentioned this earlier. We will be getting together with them to learn a lot more about this, but the LSE token is going to be the effector token basically, and that is what is going to be launching on outbid. So keep your eyes open for that. Pretty exciting project being involved with Astrovault. I watched their launch, and what they've been doing since then is pretty amazing what they've built, and really excited being partners with Lunar Space, Patrick and Henry.
Yes,
that they're teaming up with Astrovault and potentially other IBC projects. Very exciting news.
Just a note, if you guys don't know, Astrovault, as Chris said, had a very successful launch, and they use their own technique called outbid, and Lunar Space is going to be the first company protocol to utilize that same strategy platform apart from Astrovault. So Lunar Space is going to be the first protocol to launch on outbid. They were very, very successful in raising a lot of money in a very short time. And Lunar Space is coming with some updates regarding to that. So look out for that. If you're not following them right now, please give them a follow. They're going to be doing some groundbreaking things on the blockchain space.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one I have my eye on for several reasons is Jackal. This Patrick Dunlop from the Jackal protocol did a pretty long post here. Definitely worth a read. I'm not going to read this through here tonight. We're already well over an hour in, so I don't want to be putting people to sleep at this point, but encourage you to check that out. It's on my like history on X if you want to track it down that way, or head over to Patrick Dunlop. But Jackal's pretty important technology here. He kind of breaks it down as to why. I'll maybe touch on that on a separate episode, just maybe dealing with some IBC projects that I've been keeping my eye on. But that's a very interesting one there that I wanted to just share. Another good post that came out here that I thought worth mention was XP Market, talking about the AMMs. Noticed pretty quickly around 200 different pools popped up. Each of them had different amounts of cash in them, slapped on different fees for joining. Yeah, it was pretty Wild West shit going on there basically when those pools went live. What I will point out quickly in this post, again, good read, lots of value in this post, XP Market, if you want to go check that out in greater detail. But one thing to watch out for when you're dealing with these pools is the fees. That's really going to determine how attractive a pool is for anybody that wants to exchange funds regularly or on larger amounts, right? So a low fee, this is just kind of around, industry standards, I guess you can say. Low fees are typically 0.01% to 0.05%. And like they say here, mainly reserved for your stable coins that don't have much volatility. Standard fees typically is what you're going to see is 0.2% to 0.3%. Most DeFi that I've interacted with is a lot of them are that 0.3. And then high fees is 0.5% to 1% or higher. And on the XRPL AMMs, there was lots of those. So
yeah,
keep your eyes open for that. And, your pool's probably not going to take off if the fees are too high. So something to watch. That's what's nice about some of the interfaces that are available, like Sologenic, Anodos, Moai, Orchestra. I haven't even looked at the Orchestra one yet, but it's what's nice about them. It's very easy to see those details, I guess you can say. So just keep your eye open for that. I just wanted to share that just as kind of a warning for some new users so they don't get themselves in trouble. And interesting post here from COREUM Power. I haven't broke down this math to verify this, so I'm not saying this is so. I'm not saying this is financial advice. This is some random person on X posting out some numbers. Could be complete shit talk. I don't know. But interesting, worth checking up on. If anybody wants to verify this and correct it if it's wrong, let me know. But he says here, to give XRP holders a perspective on how much they earn by adding 10,000 XRP into COREUM XRP, a liquidity pool on COREUM blockchain currently. 10,000 XRP, an equal amount of COREUM, can currently give 57.4 SARA per hour, which is 1,377 SARA per 24 hours. One SARA is currently trading at 1.88 cents, which is around $26 US per day you'll make putting your XRP into the pool, and that's around $800 a month. So I've been trying to say that to the XRP community, that there's some opportunities over here to be had when the AMM goes live and it's fired up again and everything's good. Like I said before it went live last time, there's no advantage being early here. Just let it start up and see how it goes. And sure enough, there's some bugs, right? So same thing this time. It's set to go April 11th. If it stays as is, doesn't mean you got to jump in on the 11th. In the meantime, come on over here, get your COREUM put to work safely, and when you want to move it back, you can just move it back to the XRPL and continue on where you left off. So
yes,
just want to point that out.
And one thing to note, because some people are concerned that SARA is not on CoinMarketCap and certain things. As you pointed out, it's about to get listed. So there's going to be some traction on that token very soon and more listings to come. But it's a good, not financial advice, but as COREUM Power brought down right there, it's a good advantage to be not just racking them up, but it's a reward token. You could switch it up back to XRP if you want, or Corium or whatever, or Solo, but at least you're getting something back rather than just fees, you know? So yeah, it's something to think about.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, there's always risk in DeFi, but it's been up and running. I haven't heard one glitch, one complaint. It's been working quite well. And SARA token's been holding up well. It was hovering around 3 cents for the longest time. Since it's pulled back just under 2 cents, but still a lot of rewards going out right now. The incentives are 300% on all the pools currently, and no mention of when that may end. It's just going to be ongoing until further notice. So yeah, great opportunities to earn some SARA tokens. You have opportunity to get them to Bitrue here soon, or well, currently. So yeah, good opportunities. See, Ash is here. Welcome. You just missed a great presentation. I see Mac here too. You guys, I hope you caught the presentation on Core Pulse and Core Heroes. If not, just catch the replay. But that's about all I have to share for the evening. I don't know if you had anything on your to-do to articulate.
Yeah, there was something very important that came out from COREUM today. I'll just share this real quickly. I think this is worth mentioning. COREUM. So they shared this update integration today on Skip protocol. Is supporting COREUM now. And from what Fabio, or I think Alan, was saying on Solar Nation, Skip protocol is the protocol that all the wallets they use to, you know, show the assets in across the board. So Leap Wallet, Cosmos Station, all of them use it for the swaps. Now, I don't know about you, but you know, I was, you know, kind of frustrated. I wasn't able to swap out COREUM right there in Cosmos Station. It wasn't listed. It wasn't listed on the Leap swap. But, you know, I did check right after they mentioned it. And sure enough, I was able to swap out COREUM right there in Cosmos Station. You could try it now, or your Leap wallet or whatever wallet. It's going to be across the board. So I think that is going to be a huge advantage going forward, because now you're able to natively swap out your COREUM tokens if you want to, or something into COREUM. So if you want to swap another asset and get some COREUM, rather than, you know, doing something else, going to SARA or somewhere else, you could get your token right there in your wallet by swapping out other assets. So it says, Skip protocol enables developers to create seamless cross-chain experiences for their end users using a variety of underlying messaging protocols. And free to use, the Skip API is leading interoperability platform for onboarding users from any chain and token. They power Kepler, Leap Wallet, IBC Wallet, and Cosmos Station. Supports real-time transactions tracking, cross-chain DEX aggregator tools, and there's the link to the API. You can use it. And with Skip, sending your COREUM, XRP, or USDC to any chain it exists is easy with one click and no fees. So, you know, no fees, one click, seamless, easy. And one of the things I did realize too is when I did pull up that swap in Cosmos Station, I was able to see my XRP, which is on COREUM. I was able to see my USDC, which is on COREUM. I was able to see all my SARA, which is on COREUM, all of them listed there that you can swap out right there in the wallet. So you can swap out your XRP to a different chain right there in the wallet. You know what I mean? Like for adoption, for the two-way bridge, everything they're building is just falling right into place across the board. So even if you're just hearing about COREUM and you go look it up in your wallet, it's going to be right there if you want to get in right there in your wallet without going to an exchange or anything. you can now easily do that seamlessly without any fees. Yeah, I can't think of anything better, but I think that was a huge update that was worth mentioning, that was put out there by COREUM today. Yeah. So yeah, that would be all that I had left to mention.
Oh, right on. I was actually chatting away with my mic on mute there. I just said that it's exciting that I want to learn more on how that's going to work, if that's actually utilizing the bridge at all when you're going in between chains. You have SARA is using the bridge interface on their project here now, and Whelp is going to have the bridge incorporated within their interface too. So that's a lot of excitement for getting that use out of that bridge, just getting people used to and comfortable and just tested that bridge is safe, secure, and fast, because so far that's what it's proven to be. And the more we utilize it, the better, in my opinion, because there's a lot of value to be had over here currently. As we tried to describe earlier there, it's not financial advice. There's always risk involved, and it's up to each user to make sure they're aware of those risks and educated on how to proceed safely within the ecosystem. So hopefully we provided you some value here tonight. How do we close the show tonight? Do we close it with Articulate and I'm Sure? Or do we close it with CAF? We'll maybe see in the comments. Articulate says close it with CAF.
Yeah.
You're biased. All right. We'll close her down with CAF. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Like I said, if you want to learn more about what we're doing here on COREUM, what we're building in the community DAO or validator, head to COREUMCommunityDAO.com. All the links are there. Join us this Sunday. I know it's Easter for many to be celebrating and feasting, but we will still keep the trend going. We're at week 19 in a row, haven't missed a beat. Had a few warm-up ones before that too. So yeah, we're on a roll here. We're going to keep her going. We have the U of Calgary Blockchain Society joining us to talk about their partnership with COREUM. Really excited to learn more about that. Don't forget, Articulate is going to be at NFT NYC coming up right away. Check his medias for access to tickets and his spots that you can meet up with him there. And what else do we got to announce? I think that is it. I will check the comments here one more time before we go. Song and dance, please, Chris. No video over here for song and dance, but we will leave with some CAF. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I will be putting out some more content here soon. Got a lot to catch up on. This has only touched on it. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on X and YouTube simultaneously. This is working out great, getting a lot more eyes. Please like and share. Get the video out. Articulate, our last video that we watched, has absolutely exploded in numbers. Can't believe the extra eyes that streaming on X has brought. So it's great.
Yeah. Yes, it's a win-win, and happy. Glad, for those who continue from time to time to tune in from X and YouTube as well. But using X, just recently, it's added huge value to the platform and what we're doing. So shout out to everyone that tunes in every time we pop up on your feed.
Yeah, if you want to come up as a guest on the show here, I do have the ability to add guests and help you get the message out, or come hang out. We're going to try some different fun things with this platform. It's turning out really good, getting more comfortable with it. Had a little audio glitch today. Going to have to start wearing the headphones again, I guess, so I can feel or hear the audio as it's going out like I was in the past. Don't know what changed, but that's just how it goes. So anyways, thank you, everybody, for joining us here again today. We will talk to you soon. Peace and prosperity to you all.
Greetings, Earthlings. My name is Calf, the COREUM Community DAObot, here to talk all things COREUM. Stay updated with me as I guide you through the COREUM ecosystem. Let's grow together and educate the community well. See you next time, Earthlings. Goodbye.